friends, today we are going to discuss the methods of preparation of aldehydes. In the last lecture, we discussed the nomenclatures of aldehydes, ketone and carboxylic acid. Now in this lecture, we discuss about the methods of preparation of aldehydes. The aldehydes are prepared from acyl chloride, which is also called as acid chloride. When acyl chlorides undergoes hydrogenation in the presence of palladium in poisonous barium sulfate to give a corresponding aldehydes along with the HCl as a byproduct. You know very well on that the aldehydes is the RC double bond OH, and these aldehydes are prepared from acyl chloride, that is RC double bond OCl. These are the conversion of acyl chloride into the acid, that is aldehydes. In this reaction, only we change the chlorine by the hydrogenation. That is why we add the hydrogen into the acid chloride. That is why this is the reaction of what? A hydrogenation. And in this reaction, we replace the chlorine from acid chloride by the hydrogen and two forms of what? That is aldehydes. For example, when acetyl chloride undergoes hydrogenation in the presence of palladium and a barium sulfate to give a corresponding acetaldehydes, or which is also called as, that is the ethanol. Okay, the example we have to solve, this is the general reaction, only we change the alkyl group, the reaction as it is, only we change the alkyl group, and the reaction is, that is acetyl chloride, CH3 C double bond O Cl, undergoes hydrogenation in palladium in barium sulfate. That means only this chlorine is substituted by or is replaced by this hydrogen and two forms a corresponding CH3 C double bond OCl, that is H C double bond OH, and along with the what? That is the HCl. This is the acetyl chloride, and this is acetaldehyde, or which is also called as ethanol. Okay, this is the example of what that is the formation of aldehyde from what? That is the that is acyl chloride. Okay. Next methods of preparation is the preparation of ketone from acyl chlorides. When the acyl chlorides are reacted with this dialkyl cadmium to give a corresponding ketone, but this dialkyl cadmium are prepared from the cadmium chlorides are reacted with the Grignard reagent to forms a corresponding dialkyl cadmium, and along with the what? That is twice MgXCl. The reaction for this this is the general reaction for the preparation of ketone from acyl chlorides. In this reaction, we have to take it when ethyl chlorides reacts with the dimethyl cadmium dimethyl cadmium to give a corresponding propanone, to give a corresponding propanone. That reaction is the only the that is ethynyl chlorides. Ethynyl chlorides is the what? That is CH3 C double bond O Cl. Ethynyl chloride is reacted with ethynyl chloride is reacted with what? That is dimethyl cadmium. Instead of this dimethyl, this alkyl group, there is a methyl group, and these are the CH3 twice CD. Okay, dimethyl cadmium to get converted to the what? Instead of this chlorine, we have to take that is replaced by this methyl group. That methyl group, and to give a product that is CH3 C double bond O CH3 along with the byproduct as is same, that is CdCl2. Repeat this reaction. I have to repeat this reaction. That is a preparation of ketone from acyl chloride. Acyl chloride having the functional group of R3 double bond OCl. We convert this acyl chloride into the what? That is R3 double bond OR dash. And instead, in this reaction, we replace this chlorine from acyl chloride by the what? That is alkyl group. And this forms a what? A ketone. In this reaction, we require a cadmium chloride. That is, we require a dialkyl cadmium. Okay, dialkyl cadmium, and this dialkyl cadmium is prepared by the reaction of cadmium chloride with the alkyl magnesium halides, which is also called as a Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent. When this Grignard reagent is reacted with cadmium chlorides, to give a corresponding dialkyl cadmium, and then this dialkyl cadmium is reacted with the acyl chloride to give a corresponding ketone. And as a byproduct, that is cadmium chloride. In this reaction, we solve any type of reactions. That is, we only change this R and R dash and this R2, and that gives a corresponding ketone. And this ketone, it is this forms a ketone. We have solved the one example, that is ethynyl chlorides reacts with dimethyl cadmium to give a corresponding ketone, that is a propanone. Which is also called as that is acetone. Okay, that is acetone. This is the reactions of a ketone from a acyl chloride. Next, methods of preparation of aldehyde from nitriles. Nitriles is the nothing but the functional group is carbon triple bond N, that is C triple bond N. This is the what? That is the nitrile, and along with there is alkyl group that forms a alkyl nitrile, and from these alkyl nitriles we forms a aldehydes, that is RCHO. That is, this reaction forms a what? Aldehyde from alkyl nitrile. When the alkyl nitriles undergoes reduction in presence of stannous chloride in presence of HCl to give a corresponding imine hydrochloride. In this reaction, this triple bond will be converted into the what? That is the imine, that is double bond, and that are get shifted to this hydrogen, and that forms a what? That is RH, C double bond N, NH, HCl, that is the imine hydrochloride, and these imine hydrochlorides again undergoes acid hydrolysis to give a corresponding aldehydes. This is the general reaction. By using this general reaction, we solve any type of example of the preparation of aldehyde from the nitriles. Okay, the examples we have to discuss here, that is what? That is the ethanonitrile. That is ethane nitriles undergoes reduction with ethane nitriles undergoes reduction with the stannous chloride in presence of HCl. That gives a corresponding what? That is imine hydrochlorides, and these imine hydrochlorides undergoes hydrolysis, that is acid hydrolysis, to give a corresponding, that is the corresponding aldehyde, that is the ethanol, and the reaction is, for example, that is ethane nitriles, that is CH3 C triple bond N. This is the ethyl nitrile, or which is also called as, that is ethane nitrile, undergoes reduction with a 2 nascent hydrogen in presence of stannous chloride, that is SnSCl2, in presence of HCl. Only we change, instead of this alkyl group we have to take, that is CH3, and that gives the ethane nitrile. Okay, that ethane nitrile undergoes a reduction with the stannous chloride in presence of HCl to get converted to the, instead of this R there is a CH3H, C double bond O, that is C double bond N, H, HCl, that is the ethane imine hydrochloride, and this ethane imine hydrochloride undergoes, that is the undergoes reduction with, or hydrolysis with the acid to give a corresponding aldehyde, that is CH3H, C double bond O, N, H, HCl, undergoes acid hydrolysis, H3O plus, that gives a corresponding CH3 C double bond O, H, along with the what? A byproduct in the general reaction, that is the NH4Cl as it is. NH4Cl as it is. This is the what? That is aldehyde, preparation of aldehyde from what? From the nitrile. I repeat this reaction, that is where alkyl nitriles undergoes a reduction with the stannous chloride in presence of HCl, that gives, first of all, that is imine hydrochloride, and this imine hydrochloride undergoes hydrolysis to give a corresponding aldehydes, Example we have to take, that is what? That is ethane nitriles undergoes a reduction with the what? That is a reduction with the stannous chloride in presence of HCl to give ethane imine hydrochloride, and this ethanoamine hydrochloride, it undergoes hydrolysis to give a corresponding that is acetaldehydes, and along with the byproduct, that is the HCl. Another example we discuss, that is a preparation of aldehyde from the nitriles, that is when benzonitriles undergoes reduction with a stannous chloride in presence of HCl to give benzene imine hydrochlorides, and these benzene imine hydrochlorides undergoes acid hydrolysis to give a corresponding benzaldehydes, and the reaction is that is benzene nitriles, that is C6H5 benzonitriles, C6H5 C triple bond N undergoes a reduction in presence of stannous chloride, that is SnCl2 and HCl. SnCl2 and HCl. Instead of this alkyl group, there is a benzene group is here. Benzyl group is here. That is C6H5 H C triple double bond NH HCl. This is benzoyl imine hydrochlorides. Benzoimine hydrochlorides, and this benzoimine hydrochloride C6H5H C double bond NH HCl undergoes acid hydrolysis in the presence of H3O plus, that is acid hydrolysis in this reaction. Okay, that gives a corresponding benzaldehyde C6H5CHO benzaldehyde along with a what, that is a byproduct, that is NH4Cl. This is the another example to convert the nitriles into the aldehydes. Repeat this reaction, that is when benzonitriles undergoes reduction with a stannous chloride in presence of HCl to give a benzene imine hydrochloride, and this benzene imine hydrochloride undergoes acid hydrolysis to give a corresponding benzaldehydes. This is the preparation of preparation of aldehyde from a nitriles from a. Next, methods of preparation of ketone. Methods of preparation of ketone from the nitriles. That is the preparation of ketone from the nitriles. When the nitriles reacts with a Grignard reagent in the presence of a dry ether as a solvent to give a corresponding unstable product, and this unstable product undergoes acid hydrolysis to give a corresponding ketone, and the reaction is, example we have to taken, that is ethanonitriles or ethane nitriles undergoes a reduction with a what, that is a dry reacts with a Grignard reagent in presence of a dry ether to give a corresponding that is unstable product, and that further acid hydrolysis to give a corresponding ketone, that is the ketone is acetone. Okay, and the reaction is, that is ethane nitrile, that is CH3 C triple bond, and this is the ethane nitriles undergoes reaction with methyl magnesium chloride, that is CH3Mg Cl, that is the methyl magnesium chloride. This is the Grignard reagent, and this gives a reacted in presence of a dry ether. In presence of what? That is dry ether to get converted to the unstable product, that is the only this double bond will be broken, and that's this electron pairs get shifted to this carbon, and these are attack on this CH3, that forms a what? That is CH3, C, CH3, double bond N, that is C double bond and Mg, that is C double bond N, Mg, that is C double bond N, MgCl. Okay, that is the one of the unstable product, and this unstable product undergoes acid hydrolysis to give a corresponding acetone, that is CH3, C, CH3, double bond N, MgCl, undergoes acid hydrolysis, that is H3O plus, to give a acetone. Only this that gets converted to this double bond. There is a oxygen is added here, and to get converted to the CH3, C double bond O, CH3. This is the acetone. Okay, this is acetone, and as a byproduct is given out as a byproduct, that is MgCl. That is MgClOH. That is MgClOH. That gives a byproduct, that is MgCl, magnesium chloride OH. Okay, that gives a byproduct. This is the preparation of ketone from the nitrile. We have to take one example, that is ethane nitrile undergoes reduction with the reaction with a Grignard reagent, and the Grignard reagent we have to take, that is methyl magnesium chloride in presence of a dry ether as a solvent, and that forms a what? That is the one of the unstable product. That is only the CH3 is added here, this carbon, and this triple bond will convert it into the double bond, and that forms the unstable product. And this unstable product are again undergoes acid hydrolysis to give a acetone along with the byproduct, that is MgClOH. This is the preparation of ketone from the nitriles.